I was roasting you without pressing record on the audio.
No, I think that's
Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with Rob Thomas.
No. It might be Maroon 5.
Yeah, Adam Levine. Fuck
Yeah,
that guy.
Adam Levine. It might be Matchbox 20. I think it's Matchbox 20. I'm gonna say.
I will say
I
I fuck with anyone who has a clothing line at Kmart, and Adam Levine had clothing at Kmart, and it was yeah. If you ever Kmart's, I think they can't be around anymore.
No, they're like mostly.
They're like probably 3 in the country.
Yeah, they're kind of like shitholes.
You go and it's like
to run a store.
It looks like day 3 of an apocalypse. You go into a Kmart, it's like this is what day 3 of an apocalypse looks like in a Walmart.
Yeah, Todd Glass has that great thing about Kmart.
Is it that exact premise?
No, he just goes, clean up your fucking floors. Yeah. He goes, all these board members in a room trying to figure out, how do we fix it? Hey, guys, how about you clean up your fucking floor?
Oh, my God.
So funny.
I was at a Wendy's once. I don't eat Wendy's, even though we've been in our chubby phase and we got late. I made you get late at Wendy's. I've only recently relapsed on the Wendy's, and it's that cheap-ass $5 fucking combo.
I hit my peak, yeah. I downloaded all the fast food apps, and I just stopped eating fast food.
No, it's an addiction. Yeah, it was like
I know it sounds crazy, but like 3 days ago. And I know you're like, that doesn't count as quitting it, but it's like, that's how much fast food I was eating fast food.
What we ate last night was fast food. It's good fast food, but it's...
Yeah, the last like 3 months. I don't count that. I mean, I've eaten chain.
Yeah, I get it. It's a step
fast
above,
food every day.
We're helping immigrants, entrepreneurial Vietnamese immigrants.
Yeah, those were great. That is not
delicious
fast food.
banh mi's, yeah.
And it was not that fast.
It was not fast. It's never fast. But it is...
I'm pretty sure that's literally like the main thing.
But I get gas there more than I get from...
Yeah, well, I also get more gas from salads. Doesn't necessarily mean it's unhealthy.
Wendy's, I was in a Wendy's like 5 years ago, and their theme was quality. Their slogan was "Quality is our recipe" at the time, cool. And now it's
pretty good.
Never frozen, fresh, never frozen. But
worries the shit out of me. If they actually don't freeze those patties, I'm like, how the fuck are you preserving your meat? There's no way you're getting fresh shipments of meat every day.
That's what freight brings, baby. Intermodal. It's trains to... It's ships
direct to Wendy's.
Cows getting shipped from Ecuador to the ports. We're making new
train lines
throwing them on the train.
To the Wendy's. That's
delivered. And then semis. Yeah, no, it's fucking.
That would be hilarious.
There's a lot of reasons I avoid Wendy's. It is I think it is one of the grosser ones.
Yeah.
But this is kind of what threw me off, where I didn't go.
The bread, even you're like, holy.
Oh yeah,
hell,
no,
dude.
It's not. That's not.
I think Wendy's
bread.
is what made me fat. I think McDonald's is healthy.
It stayed cheap. Wendy's has stayed cheap. I gotta give them their respect.
Yeah,
they didn't hit inflation. They're like Arizona. It's like we're keeping it this 99-cent shit.
Yeah, we don't.
Even Taco Bell kind of got like sold out. And
Dude, Arizona's are 99 cents no more.
When did that change? That must have been the past year.
Long enough back that there's an Atlanta sketch about it.
No, that's the whole point. They stay that it's fucking crazy that you try to sell. It's on the can.
Yeah,
it's on the can. It's still 99 cents.
That's the whole.
I could still get you 99 cents.
I mean, you can.
I could get you it. Yeah, right now.
But like CVS, it's not 99
CVS
cents.
Is a ripoff. You gotta.
But you get my point. Any chain,
CVS
like main
CVS,
chain.
CVS and Walgreens are the worst stores in America.
All right.
They're like big 7-Elevens. They sell nothing
overpriced.
Besides contact solution, there's not a single thing, and Roto eye drops. There's not a single thing. The CVS or Walgreens. Walgreens, if you need to get a photo printed, I guess you could do it at CVS too. So photo prints, which who the fuck does that? I gave one to my grandma. I gave a picture to my grandma. I got LinkedIn headshots, and I was like, Grandma would like this.
Wait, you gave her a picture of your headshot?
Yeah.
I thought you meant
and I gave her the wrong size.
You got a picture of your grandma, so you could look at it.
I'm going to give her another one. I got her, didn't ask, so I just got her this huge. It's like way bigger than all the other ones. She has a headshot of every kid, but kids are like going to get their yearbook photo every year. And mine was from 12 years ago, my high school graduation. I was like,
yeah, but now you got real headshots, dude.
I'm bald in them. It's like, I'm a bald old man. I need an adult, so I got an adult one.
Were you wearing a hat in your headshots?
No, I fucking own up to it.
Yeah, that's good.
I owned up to it on the last pod, and I was looking at the video, and I was like, I'm going to wear a hat next. I'm going to wear a hat.
You're like, I'm proud, but it is gross.
Look growing a little more. I was telling the guy today, I was like,
Did you say I'll let it grow in a little more?
well, that's where I'm at, where it's like I shave it like every 8 weeks. And if I don't shave it, like last time I shaved it probably like week.
What do you mean you shave your head? You shave your head bald?
I mean,
Like completely.
This is like at a week. So no, it's like quarter inch. I go to a quarter.
Okay.
I'll do a quarter and 1/8 inch. This one was a quarter. If I do an 1/8 inch, like in December I did an 1/8 inch, and then right before I shaved it, that was like 10 weeks from an 1/8 inch. Like it grows, hair grows fast.
Yeah, it does.
And it's just,
especially like the low, like when you first cut it.
No, so it grows like
I feel like long hair grows slower for some reason.
It definitely. I think, and maybe you just see the differences less.
Yeah, that's probably it.
But I think you're right too, and I think hair maxes out.
I mean, I don't really know literally anything about.
But my
how
point
hair
is
works,
like, I'll shave my head to an 1/8 inch, and it'll be like a Jason Statham-esque look. And then except not a Jason Statham-esque
like
body.
Jason
no,
Statham.
the hair, the hair.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be delusional in any way.
You are Jason Statham, dude.
That's the best. That's why it's when I gym. I'm like the best I could ever be is Jason. It's not bad, but.
Dude. You could be Jason Statham.
I am.
You could. Be
I could
Jason
definitely be like his character of mean. Me, if I get super jacked, like I could just go around and bully people as an adult.
That would be awesome.
I met
You
this
should
really
just
cool.
start giving people wedgies.
I met this really cool buff guy in the gym today. I want to be his friend.
He's just like super nice and buff.
Yeah, and he was just kind of like breaking it down like it isn't all that hard. It's like don't take yourself too hard. He was using weights lighter than mine, and that made me feel really comfortable. It's like I don't need to fucking prove anything with my weights.
Dude, supportive gym dudes are like the dopest dudes.
Yeah, and he was like, man, I'm gonna go fucking crush a box of Pop-Tarts after this. It's like, that's what I do.
Dude, those guys are the best.
I wasn't saying anything because I'm like, clearly I'm in no
You
place
want to know what's
talk.
hilarious?
Yeah.
He was probably lying about all that to make you feel good. You probably left
he
and he
probably
probably
went down
just
and
started
picked up the
lifting
giant-ass
huge weights. He's like, finally I can get swole. Had to make that guy feel good. And someone's like, oh, you want Pop-Tarts? He's like, no, I don't put that fucking shit in my body. Look at me. I'm an emperor of health.
Damn, he tricked me. There's this other really...
No, but I mean, those dudes are like super chill. Like there are some dudes that are there are very rare dudes that are like crappy about it, but almost everyone that's like those big dudes that lift hard, hardcore builders, they're all like mad supportive about it.
Well, that's the thing. So I knew that going into working out this round, where it's like. With weed culture, there's like dorks who like gatekeep, and they're like, they know their strains.
But those are like the lamest dudes.
But then you meet the biggest stoners who like can't, like I can't roll a joint, you know?
Dudes that are like shitty about weed, like that has gotta be the lamest. It's like, what a world that doesn't matter to anybody.
I know, right?
And you're just, that's all you are. You're just like, I am marijuana cultivation.
I know, it's so dorky, especially when you're above the age of...
Well, especially if you don't actually do anything. Like, I said marijuana cultivation, but those people, like, actually grow weed. I'm talking dudes
if you own
that
a farm, good for you. Then you should be on top of
make
shit
a
like
business.
That. If you own a farm, you should... But the people who own farms are like, don't fucking talk to me about my business. They're like, shut the fuck up and never bring up my business again.
Yeah, they're like, all I talk about is fucking weed, dude.
Or like... I'm siphoning a third off to the streets, so don't fucking ask questions. That's where street weed's coming from, is every legit operation.
Yeah, but I don't even know. It's not the operation. I have a friend that
Illinois
does
is not
it.
legit.
The thing is, the other thing about it is, like, so much can go missing.
That's what
happens.
Because
plants
it's a farm,
have such relative, they have such different levels of growth. So it's not like I don't think it's generally like a cognizant thing from the uppers. I think it's just everyone that works there steals weed.
Yeah, and I think it's a thing.
You know what I mean? Everyone that works there just steals trim.
Yes, and even more than trim. And there's some places where
they just don't bag up half of it, and they just say that they grew.
And I mean, I think overall this is way safer, because I mean, it is crazy that 30 years ago was coming, internationally, coming from Mexico, way worse quality stuff like that. Yeah. But now it's like, it's also a thing.
You saying Mexicans can't grow weed?
They probably grow it all over here, but they have to grow it in our. They have to grow it in
our way.
In our irrigation.
Are you saying they have to grow it our way?
They grow avocados in Mexico, amazing, but
no,
pre.
Just make everything.
The parents' generation was Mexican brickweed. That was all that weed was up to for sure 2005. And it came in a brick.
I had brickweed in Mexico. It was It was horrible.
It's crazy how cheap. I knew a guy in college who would buy $25 ounces of Reggie, and I, even though high school, I'd only smoked Reggie in high school, and that was like all that was available. But then by college, the game had changed, and then he would still smoke it, and it is crazy because it's like you just roll up a giant blunt every time.
Yeah, but it does give you like crazy headaches. It used to give me because you're smoking
that much. Yeah.
A bunch, yeah. So it used to give me like really bad headaches.
But now we have like our Albert Einsteins of this generation. They're not working on energy solutions.
I like how Idiocracy was so close on everything, except instead of working on hair growth, they're working on marijuana and boner pills.
They're working on hair growth too. Yeah, Hims like and those. It's funny.
Remember, that's like the thing in Idiocracy is they're like, and all our greatest scientists devoted all their time to hair growth and how to give men erections. Yeah. But those the orangutan with the really long hair and the huge boner.
And like, let's put it out there. Hims, you need to sponsor us. Why am I wearing this hat, Hims? Hims, we're very good boys. Give us the money.
Does Hims?
They're like
do
one of
hair?
the main. Yeah, like those.
I thought it was sex pills.
Yeah, all these companies, they're like, here's our business.
Is it hair or sex pill, or is it both?
It's both.
It's put into one pill.
Separate.
Just one super pill. Get rock hard and long hair. Dude.
You go to Red Hot Ranch, the greasy joint, and you get either a hot dog or a hamburger.
Yeah. Well, they got hot dogs and hamburgers.
They got hot dogs and hamburgers, boner pills or hair pills.
And they do both.
There's tons of companies that do this now, and they're going to be our sponsors.
That's a really good.
There's like Hims is the big boy, and then there's the little dogs.
Oh yeah, little dog is
Scrappy Doos.
Dude, I was at someone's house yesterday after my night out, which was a good time. But their dog, they have like one of those little Pomeranians. Mm-hmm. Dude, and it was just fucking shit up. I love those little dogs. People always get mad at those little yappy dogs. I love that shit. It's like, dude, we were all kind of like winding down. Yeah. And it just like gave us a thing that was now going. That's the biggest part about dogs.
Is named Bailey. Was this dog named Bailey?
No, I wish. It was a beautiful black Pomeranian. And it actually smelled really good, especially for a Pomeranian. They normally smell like asshole, dude.
It is funny that every dog
they're like this stinkiest dogs.
I see you sniff their butthole every dog you ever meet.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to do.
Yeah, it is. No, but normally Pomeranians are like the stink because they're all hair. Mm-hmm. They're all hair, and all of it just holds stench. This dog smelled nice, but it was very yappy. But I'm into that. Again, I think like the only reason to have a dog is to distract yourself from your inevitable death.
And it's to say, hey, I don't want to go out tonight.
Yeah.
I can't go out tonight.
I can't go out.
People invite me out, and I'm like,
I got to take care of my dog. I'm just going to start saying I have a dog. Who the fuck would know?
And then you just also like,
I just never will let people come to my house. And if anyone ever does, I'll be like, he's at the vet.
That's why it looks like this.
He's overnighting at the vet.
Yeah. Oh man, I want a dog, but I also want like $1 million first. Dogs cost so much money. People are just like, all my savings. My dog ate a fishing wire. We went fishing. My dog jumped in the lake, ate the worm, ate the wire.
And now I have to spend $12,000 to
that was going to be my down
surgically
payment.
removed.
I was going to get a condo.
By some dude who couldn't hack it in medical school. Did I have stuff on my lip?
Did I have stuff on my lip?
No.
All right, good.
You just started doing that. Made me think I had stuff on my lip.
I'm always worried I do because I saw.
Did I have stuff on my lip?
No, you're good.
Okay, jeez.
I just always got to make sure that I don't have stuff on. It's just crazy how much like that white stuff gets on the side of your. I hate that shit. Why do our bodies have to work like this, where there's just this natural thing?
Embarrass you.
To just embarrass us.
Yeah. It's because God's like the best prankster ever, dude.
And
it was like, let's give him a bunch of farts, burps, cummy mouth. Let's give them all sorts of curses. Oh, man. And let's see what they do as a group.
And I'll just be out like,
Your fly can just be down.
I know, bro.
My fly's down everywhere all the time.
I called you out on it yesterday.
Yeah.
That was fun.
My fly is always down, dude.
Showed dominance to my roommate after I introduced you. His fly's down. I'm a cool
Whoa. I wonder if his dick's going to pop out. And it never does, dude.
Speaking of dicks popping out. All right, think of the myth of Sisyphus. This guy had to roll a boulder up every day, and it just rolled back down, right? Yeah, and it's his curse. Just roll this boulder up the top of the hill.
That's a pretty dope curse. Like people talk about hells That's definitely
to
one
do
of
it. Yeah.
Doomed to just roll a boulder and then just watch it roll down the hill again, and then the next day just do that again.
Michael Jordan was going to get cursed with a similar fate if he lost the Space Jam game, but luckily he won and freed the Looney Tunes.
What was his fate?
He was gonna have to roll a boulder up and then play all the people. He would like be at a Six Flags, and they would hold him to tie him to this boulder, and he'd have to play every guest at basketball, but he'd be tied to the boulder so he could never win.
Oh.
Danny DeVito was a sick fuck in that movie. But anyway, so Sisyphus is rolling this boulder up. Imagine he can keep the boulder up at the top of the hill every day.
Yeah.
And then he can build something with this boulder. He built this beautiful statue. But his curse is that the entire time his dick is popped out. And he has a tiny dick. And
what if that's the new curse?
And everyone sees his tiny dick. And the whole town.
And they're all mean about it.
And they're all like, it's just like a micro penis. So some of them are mean. Some of them are like,
are they Greek about it? Because I think Greeks liked little.
They're like, oh,
yeah.
Me likey.
I think a micro penis would have been
the
biggest thing in the game. Yeah.
That's sexy fucking sissy.
I mean, think about it.
His name is Sisyphus.
The statue of David is basically...
Yeah, they like baby penises.
Basically like... Remember that photo of the black dude with the huge...
Yeah, the COVID.
Like,
yeah.
that's that dude.
That dude died like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Big dick disease.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Those are the most famous penises for the opposite side of the spectrum. From David to that picture.
Yeah.
The COVID.
You couldn't have two more different people.
Oh,
the world's a crazy place, dude.
It is like, I do like, David, maybe he was just like swimming in the ocean earlier in the day. He didn't drink a lot of water.
It's like it was a bad day.
He was dehydrated. He was out partying the night before, took some drugs, and then it's just coming down from that.
I wonder if he saw the statue and was like, fuck, dude.
I knew I'd get it.
He was like, oh, dude. What the fuck? I hope David had a huge dick.
Me too.
Like the real David.
And what if that was like the whole point of the statue?
And the dude who did the statue is just like his nemesis and like hates him. And it was like, I'm going to make a statue with you having a tiny dick.
The whole purpose. I'm carving it. Yeah, Marvel rock. I'm going to take a shot at the dark. Michelangelo, I think, paid it.
I think it is Michelangelo.
Yeah, he earned his turtle
I think it
status.
is too. But the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to say it and be wrong. Yeah. And be wrong about like literally one of the only pieces of art that everyone knows.
I know, same boat.
So art inherently makes you douchey.
I know.
And if you know art someone else doesn't know, you're going to be a douche about it.
There was no Ninja Turtle called Da Vinci. The Leonardo? Was there a Leonardo?
Yeah, there was a Leonardo.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. Leonardo did some shit.
I think there was Leonardo,
Michelangelo,
Raphael, and Donatello.
Yeah. Donatello Versace getting in there with his fucking clothing line.
I don't think it's the
same Donatello.
I'm almost 100%.
And Raphael is Ralph from Sopranos. Whatever. Evil bald dude.
I never watched Sopranos.
Bro. Let's be another podcast that says The Sopranos is dope.
Oh, nice. I heard it was fucking lame.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I've heard it's dope from almost everybody, but one person was like,
They're banned.
They're banned, dude?
Yeah.
They're on the not guest list.
Yeah, they're the opposite of Joe Burrow in my book.
You're on the opposite. You're basically Joe Burrow's David.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're right, David.
Which one do we... No, we have to want the black guy. Joe Burrow's the black guy with the huge dick. The other person's David. We're done with David.
What if his name was David?
We're done with tiny dicks and
what if
statues.
His name was Goliath?
What do you mean?
I mean, David... That's a statue of David who fought Goliath.
I don't think that... Is that?
Yeah.
I thought it was just...
That's just my boy David. Tiny Dick David. You know Tiny Dick David. He fucking sucks. I fucking hate Tiny Dick David. Fucking coming in, talking shit.
Yeah. It would be funny. I do love the idea of, like I said earlier, I do love the idea of just a dude making art out of spite.
Oh, yeah. I love it,
like,
too.
hating David and being like, I'm making this.
This podcast, This podcast is all my podcasts are inspired by Spite.
Dude, we should. Didn't you originally do?
It was sponsored by Spite, and you did it, and it was sponsored by Spite.
Can we do sponsorships by Spite? I'm more than happy.
We
to
need
do
people
that.
to give us money to be spiteful.
Yeah. I will
can
be happy to do that.
The Michael Jordan painter. He's the guy who gave me the money for Spite.
Dude, if people give us enough money, I'll do a full expose on why someone sucks ass.
I have so much spite in me. I have spite and shame. Two things.
I'll
Spite,
write
shame,
notes.
and coffee.
I'll put them in the
Three
notes.
Things
dude.
keeping me going.
I'll put them in the notes. The notebook of ideas.
I hate that restaurant. Fuck Cafe Tapatio right across the street.
Oh, dude, first Spite sponsorship.
I hate them. I wanna.
What's so lame about them? I heard their
Litter
food's
bugs.
really bad and that all their waiters are pretty racist. But what else?
They're litter bugs.
They're litter. Oh, this is the place that's litter bugs. You've
They-
told me about
I hate
this.
these litter bugs.
Because I've caught their
handfuls of
litter.
Trash. I have so.
I've caught their litter.
There's so much.
I remember bringing it up to you and the rage in your eyes, dude.
It's like there's like handfuls. It's this thing where
It's insane.
handfuls of litter on a weekend day in the summer.
So they basically what it is they like put out flyers, right?
They switched to disposable napkins and forks, cutlery since the start of the pandemic. So they used to have cloth napkins, real forks and knives. Now it's all paper and shit. And they have these napkin holders that are paper products that you wrap around a napkin and it keeps it in place, holding the fork and knife. Oh man, that's so
I
gross.
know, dude. We're both so. Oh, why would you do that, dude?
You gotta double down. I
hate burps.
We have to
man.
label. We have to label our microphones. We have to label our microphones.
I can't believe you
Because
just
I was
did
like,
that to me.
when I was playing with the microphones last night, I was like, he wanted to fart in this microphone. I'm gonna fucking put an R dot. But
Dude,
I'm
I
burping
need
in
a
these
fucking-
microphones.
Uh,
We could turn on the air filter.
I need a fucking ear swab now.
I do. All right.
That was so gross. Because it was pumped right into my
I
left
forgot that
ear.
this is your weird irrational thing. But I'm sorry. I'll remember and let's move past
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Or that time you flipped. I mean, that's to this day one of the maddest I've ever seen you. Was when
I
you.
hate burps.
I forgot.
I hate them.
But it wasn't. I'm gonna
You
say it's
just
a little
did
irrational.
my worst nightmare.
I say it's a little
I admit
irrational,
that.
but I forgot.
I admit that full-heartedly. It is. I tell everyone. I go, my one irrational thing. That's literally how I
Right.
preface
No.
it. I go, I know this is crazy. I will be upset if you burp in my ear.
I'll remember.
And most people are like, this is the main difference between dudes and chicks, and why, as I've grown older, one of the reasons why I've gravitated towards like having female friends a little bit
They listen.
is
And they receive.
no, they're just as disrespectful about most things.
Yeah.
But one thing that's funny, the difference is they still will burp in my ear, but dudes will be like angry at me and will argue with me and be like, dude, it's only fucking natural. Fuck you. I'm going to burp whenever I want. And I'm like, oh, so when you're with your girlfriend that you just met, you just rip burps in her face? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, no, you fucking
I
don't.
kind of do that.
I'm like, you're a liar. I know you're a
try
liar.
to get
I've
away.
seen you
I
on
do it
dates.
quietly, but it smells bad.
Yeah, but that's my point. You do it in shame.
I do.
As it should be.
As I said 3 minutes ago, my entire life is sponsored by spite, shame, and coffee. And I spited you for it. Now I want to burp again and spite.
Yeah.
The first burp was coffee. The next burp will be spite.
Yeah.
And the third burp will be shame.
Well, I think you just had shame. Or was that coffee?
The first one was just coffee. The second one was being silly. The first one was like I burped on accident and it was like gross, and then I had to just double down on it.
Yeah,
I was trying to
baby
tell a
barfed.
point, and it was just like
You baby barfed.
But that's where colic. I don't even know what colic means, but I think it's that.
I can't believe you've done this to me, dude. I feel like that British kid who's. Have you seen that video where he's just like some dude just gets slapped in the face, and he's like, "I can't believe you've done this. I really can't believe you've done this."
I will say, I 100% when I'm editing this, will cut back to you farting, ripping ass yesterday, right now, and we're back.
Dude, I'm admitting it's not. If you told
I'm
me,
admitting it's gross too.
if
I did was
went,
gross.
if you went like this, hey, I hate farts, I wouldn't have done that.
Hey, I hate farts in my bedroom.
Do you hate them as much as I hate burps?
I think I hate.
Would you take it to the mat?
I think I hate you farting in my bedroom as much as you hate me burping.
Yeah, that's fair. Then I'll work on it. I won't fart in your
I'll
bedroom.
work on the burps too.
I will say
I did
though,
forget. I
it
do
is-
remember because you made a deal out of it, that point out of it that one time.
Yeah, dude, I don't like that shit. I've literally lost friends over it before. or just not become friends with dudes. Like, that's one of my first tests. If I tell you I don't like burps and then you burp in my face immediately, we're never going to be friends.
Yeah.
I've done that to, there's been multiple people where that's happened, and I'm just like, I'm an adult, you're an adult. I'm never talking to you. That is an insane move. I get I'm crazy. You're way fucking crazy.
Well, I like it.
To have someone just honestly sit down.
It's just that there's so many other things you do that isn't burping.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, how can you?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm willing to try and respect whatever other people don't like. But also, I'm cool with like almost any other type of treatment.
You are.
That is part of it. That's
agree,
why
it's
I
your
don't
thing.
feel bad
It's your
about
thing.
being like, I'm like, dude, I'm cool with literally anything else you want to do. I had a girlfriend for like 2 years who drugged me with Xanax. And it's like, I'm cool with pretty much any type of behavior. Do not burp in my ear. But yeah, I was at a party once and a dude, I was like, I don't like burps. And he was like, oh, really? Bleh, and just burped. And I was like, okay, I don't like you. And then I found out like 2 weeks later, he
Killed himself.
No, he like is a creep and was like trying to grab it with the ladies. Which I get it, you know, ladies have nice looking supple. What's up, dude? Do we have to restart the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, let me write down some of the ideas.
Let's start again with your burping.
Yeah.
No, we're good. No, I'm not cutting that Sisyphus dick idea out. I wrote that down. It's like, ooh, he brought dicks popping out of his pants.
The Sisyphus dick idea. I like that
because it is
that
like.
funny.
I think it's. I don't know what
If
would be
you
worse.
just-
Is like you build all this, you do everything, but you're undermined by the entire time by having your dick out of your
Little dick
pants.
out.
Little dick. Little
Or
David dick.
whatever is for the time the most embarrassing dick to have.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's got to adapt
love-
to the times.
they
That's
love
part of
small dick.
shame. That's part of shame. Like if you're talking on like
Well, I've
like the
always-
God level of for all time,
Yeah.
you have to add in that caveat of
Yeah.
whatever is the most embarrassing type of dick to have for the time. Right? Because it's not
Well-
going to be small forever.
My purple, bruised,
Yeah.
bent,
Yeah. An ugly,
porous,
gross penis.
oozing,
Or just little because it makes you look like a bitch.
teeny tiny, crooked. That one, I think, if that was out, it would just be.
No, that's just gross. That's not like shame. That's like pity. People would be like, he's got to go to a doctor.
What they tell me.
His dick is dripping fluid.
Oozing green slime.
It's oozing,
It's
dude.
acidic. It melts metal.
It's oozing. All right. I want to talk about this.
Yes. Hit me.
Can I get into my
Let's hit the
events of last night? I was saying how it's, and I told you this when I came in, but I think it's really fun now. I went out with some girlfriends, and it was cool to be on the other side of bros going out. I'm usually on the bro side, so what I have to do is sit there while my friends make like even what I consider bold advances. And then they come back and I have to be like, nah, dude, she's a bitch. Like, you're sick. You're the best. She's a bitch. She doesn't know what she's missing. And now I'm on the side of being like, do you need me to fight that guy?
It's cool every time I'm out with a woman. I'm like, should I just fight every man in here?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? You want me to attack every man in here, right?
You want me to just start
You want me to
attacking.
go down to blows with every single dude. This is what you want, right? This is the best how I can serve the night, right? I could just box this guy.
It is funny.
Should I just start boxing this guy?
It is funny as a dude how, like, no matter how much you grow up, there is always that, like, chicks like strong dudes who fight.
Watch me touch the top of every door. Every room we
I
walk
could
in,
touch
I'm
the bottom
touching
of
the
that
door.
sign. I bet you I could touch the bottom of that sign. Just jump and whiff it by like 2 feet.
I jump very high.
I did that once.
You probably don't know this about me, but I jump really high.
Well, my fun thing is that me touching the top of a door gets me to. I get to show off my hops.
But that it does remind you of your.
How short I am. It's so funny.
You touching a door
I'll,
would be
like,
fun.
I have to like jump. I have to like really jump for it too. Sometimes.
It would be a fun little thing.
like a full, like get form
Yeah.
into the jump. It's not even like a little hop. Sometimes I have to like.
Because for me, it's
whoa.
so sad. Because like with that door, it's a little hop, but it would be fun to see. Like, yeah.
Oh, I would probably have to hop. Whenever I used to sub, and I'd go to like a school,
Yeah.
and I had to like go out those huge double doors they have.
Yeah.
I would always jump, and half the time I'd whiff. I would just miss it, and I'd be in a river of children. Yeah, because I'd be leaving, and they'd all see me, and they'd all be like, "Whoa!" Well, they'd all laugh their ass off. It would be some like 6'2", sixth grader. Just
At the time, you dress like what your impression of a 50-year-old community college professor.
Every
time you subbed, you probably dressed like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I
wore
wore
the jacket with the patches.
Yeah, I wish I did. No, but I had that like sweater with the crazy designs.
Mm-hmm.
I had
you had your bag.
Yeah, I had
you
a leather.
Wearing your Silent Bob jacket at the time.
No,
you would never wear your Silent Bob.
No, I have fancier overcoats.
Yeah.
Fancy.
What imagine subbing in the Silent Bob era of Ryder?
Ooh,
where you're just like, I'm getting fucked up every night, bro.
Just a Silent Bob is. Do you think that's who Silent Bob is?
What was your Silent Bob? I mean the jacket, which is the jacket.
Yeah, it's a great jacket. I've worn that jacket many different times. But okay, so the other thing I wanted to bring up about when I went out was we went and we saw this band playing, and they were like a cover band, and they were doing like requests of like basically pop songs. And
Uptown Funk?
Whatever you wanted, dude. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. But like the thing was that was throwing me off is I was like, dude, this whole band is hot.
Right?
Like, do you have to be hot? Like, they were fine, but they have like a good job. I mean, it was a Saturday night. I'm not going to talk about the bar because I might talk a little shit about the band, and I don't want to like. Mm-hmm. They were good. They were good, but it's just like it's crazy that they have. Honestly, if they do that,
what neighborhood was it in? Just say the neighborhood.
I literally don't even know.
Was it downtown or not?
I could tell you it was near. I think it was
Carol's
downtown.
Pub?
No.
Okay, because I got a Carol's Pub going.
No, but I don't really care. Again, I just don't want to like talk shit about these musicians. They're fine musicians, but it was just one of those things where I was like, you guys are definitely not the best in this city.
I'm the best.
No, not that.
Sub me in.
I mean,
let me drum. Should I drum in front of all these people, ladies? Ladies, should I go up there?
Yeah, ladies.
Should I go up there? I should drum for everyone.
Hey,
right?
ladies. It was cool to like be in get to see a show where it's like not old people.
Yeah,
we play a lot of young rooms, but we do play sometimes for just like just people having salads, which is dope. But anyways, I was like, I think literally the attractiveness is part of it, because especially like this front dude, mm-hmm. the dude who's like the main guy playing piano and singing, was so hot, dude. And he had like the perfect amount. He had like the 3 buttons undone on the short sleeve button up.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll see a band.
And he had like the nice thin gold chain, and he was like just thin enough, but not like shredded, to be intimidating. Thin enough to hold you at night, but not squeeze you,
That's what every woman and me
exactly.
want. I want to be hug. Yeah, you want to be Julian Casablancas.
And literally, the girls I was with, one of them was getting mad because people kept jumping on stage, and she was like, "They're blocking my view of this hot fucking dude." And so it is. The reason I bring all that up is I was just thinking there really are levels of white privilege. Like, I get all the official white privileges.
There's pretty privilege.
Loans.
Separate from... There's very much pretty privilege separate from other privilege.
That is true. I think it's independent
and there's
of
like
privilege.
Really ugly people have like
disadvantage.
I think they're
You
disabled.
were right. That joke you do is, I think, very apropos. I think it is.
They should
honestly
qualify
true.
They should get the wheelchair.
If you're ugly enough that nobody will sleep with you, but another just hideous person,
not even sleep with, like when you're so ugly that like people interact with you differently. Like where it's like,
there are
and there's a
people
couple,
like
and I feel bad when I meet. We can't. I know. Yeah, we can't.
I know exactly where you're going. I do feel bad as well, and it is one of those things where you're just like, you could be a nice person, but I am not going to get to know you. Like, this is it's terrible. It's
Let's just move
terrible,
on.
But it is one of those things where
I hope they listen.
Dude, I'm on your side.
Yeah, no, we're on the same side.
I'm on their side. I'm not
yeah.
far away. If I don't change my diet, I'm getting there soon.
No, yeah, no.
If I don't change the way I live my life, I'm gonna get there soon. I don't blame anybody.
That's why I like hit the gym, because I saw The Whale was coming out with Brendan Fraser, and I was like, I already have his hairline. I can't fucking get his body type. I need to know that I did something right in this life, daughter.
I never saw that movie. It was
Me neither.
good.
That's the only line in the trailer.
He's
just so fat.
Yeah, dude, that's was a big moment for me last night.
And then I was like, that movie came and went. I guess I can look like The Whale again. No
I
one really saw it.
I was EDM dancing. Which I love, dude. I love. I used to be a little festival boy. No. What?
I prefer what I did.
What the hell are you talking about, dude?
Singing some songs.
That's not what I was dancing to. None of that kind of shit.
Turn up the volume.
No, I was dancing to like Gold Digger remixes.
Go, Gold Digger. Don't say that word.
It did. That came out
I know.
close.
Oh, man.
Dude, was that a Freudian slip?
No, that's the word. That's just Digger is the word. Avery Brooks, hilarious comedy pickup regular. He has a joke about how his pet dog is named Digger. And that's funny, but that's why I said it. I was just quoting Avery.
But I was EDM dancing, and I had to stop because my back was hurting from my belly bouncing.
If you do Molly, your back can crack so easily. I love that. You just go, you're like, my spine is healed. And I have God.
You just dislocated three of your
vertebrae.
Snap your neck in half.
I do crazy fat guy acrobatic yogas poses to stretch my spine. I like do like a body slam backwards onto the half of the table just to like.
Oh, me too. I should do shit like that too. Yeah. But I usually will dampen the blow by putting my hand on my back, because you don't want a hard surface on the spine. That'll mess you.
See that blue stripe and the black thing? That's a back stretcher right there.
Those are sweet. Have you ever used the rollers?
Yeah. I like them on the legs.
Oh. I like the huge ones.
I also have a massage gun.
You have a massage gun?
Mm-hmm. You should get one.
Ladies are coming in this.
I bought both my mom and dad massage guns.
Dude, I didn't know I was in a ladies' sex den.
They can't you smell
the ladies
swamp?
must love it in here, dude. You got a massage gun?
Welcome to my swamp.
Dude, just blasting clits off.
No, it's not. Don't don't do that. But yeah,
destroy.
It is crazy because you go to,
vagina.
speaking of the worst stores in the world, Walgreens and CVS, they sell like 30 different types of like neck massagers, and those are all for pussies.
Yeah.
And buttholes. But this massage gun is too. Don't use that on your genitals. I've tried. I've inserted. I've trained. Train is the verb here. I've trained. And I've failed. I am no longer. No, I never stuck my. I've been clean with that massage gun.
You've been nothing but a good boy.
The massage gun is fair game. It's clean game, clean world. Now the PS4 remote is a different story. PS4 controller. Buzz.
That is true. I remember when controllers first vibrated.
I'm throwing a ball every time. Baseball games, throwing a ball every time. Feel that buzz.
Yeah, whoa, hey.
I know I'm in the ball zone.
that determined that's why everyone who plays Xbox has the controller right above their. That's how they play.
That's why every dude
that plays Xbox.
Moms out there listening, look at your sons the next time they play.
Yeah.
Make sure they're throwing strikes, or else they're jerking off on the family couch.
They're using the controller.
They're using ball rubbers. Moms, this is a playbook every kid goes through.
Don't touch those Xbox controllers.
Make sure you have a different remote. Don't look up Netflix on the
He's
Xbox
putting
remote.
it on his gooch.
He's what they call training.
Is that what it's called?
I read too much Reddit.
Final thing about going out, dude. We went out to a club. In this place, I don't mind. It was called like Rock Bar or something.
Rock Bar.
Something like that. It sucked so hard, dude. We're going in, and first of all, this dude just like, one of the bouncers just stops us, and he goes like, it's $20 for guys.
Oh, doesn't that shit fucking...
And I was just literally like, he'd already let our friends in, and he starts like, and the other people start saying stuff, and I just immediately go, okay, we're all gonna leave. And
the women were like, we all got in free.
Yeah, and then one of the other guys was like, yeah, you let our friend in. What the heck? And he was like, well, he's on the list. And we were like, we're with them. And he goes, oh, sorry, I didn't know. You guys can come in. It's just like, and it's funny to just catch someone like that.
Well, I hate clubs. So here's the whole thing.
I hate it.
That's their
but then
whole
I
business
spent
model.
$30 on a double.
Yeah.
I was so mad, dude. I was like, $30? I should be, if I spend $30 in Chicago on alcohol, I should be blacked out.
Yeah.
That's how Chicago works.
I want to be able to get into the shenanigans of Vegas, but the shenanigans of Vegas don't exist on the Strip. But here's why I hate the Vegas Strip. It is exactly that same model. You go to the Vegas Strip, every club, $30 to $50 cover. I think basically every club is a $50 cover.
Yeah, which is insane.
And but if you get on the list, it's free. And this is the same with Chicago clubs. It's just a smaller model. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing in Vegas why it blows my mind. Every intersection on the Strip has a homeless guy giving away the list. He's like, I'll get you into any club. You go, find a homeless guy, swear to God, any day of the Strip. There's one at every corner. They're in a red shirt with like a sign. They will put you on the VIP list at the Bellagio, at any 5-star,
How?
Because it's a whole scam of they still need to fill their clubs. But they want to
look. Yeah, because we went in there, dude.
Every concierge.
We went in there and it was fucking empty.
Oh, exactly.
Like there was nobody in there.
They need people in there.
I mean, it started filling out. I think what it is we left early, but I think it was a 5 a.m. Like a super late night club.
Yeah, probably.
And like we went downstairs, and when I came back upstairs, it was packed.
No, yeah, stuff like that happens. Yeah, and I just think club culture is lame because it is a thing of like, because there are middle-aged guys who just don't, and that's like the whole. Club culture is young women and old guys, and it needs to work for both.
That was kind of the
like
vibe I got.
Way old, like 50-something-year-old divorcees.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I never fuck with clubs. And I swear to God, any club in Vegas, you don't have to go to a homeless guy. Every concierge, you stay at a hotel, that concierge can get you in to any other hotel for their club.
Yeah.
And it's a $50 cover, and so we got there, and our VIP cover didn't work. We got it from a really good, I think I want to say the Luxor, but it might have even been, I think that's a nicer hotel, even a nicer hotel. They stayed somewhere really nice. We stayed at the Strat, which is like the Space Needle one, which was also pretty fun. But
that's dope.
Our code didn't work, and they're like, oh, your code doesn't work. Oh, okay, you can use mine. Like in 3 seconds. So the person who checks you in has their own code too.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, you'll just use mine instead. And it's what it is that whoever gets the code, they get like $3.
Okay.
And so homeless guys get, like, they try to get 50 people in somewhere, then they get, $150 that night. So that's like all they do all day. That's like a common hustle in Vegas. You'll see it. I guarantee, I'm sure, I don't fuck with Vegas. But I don't fuck with clubs. I only went. I went once, and I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan.
And then with the clubs,
it was like I said. I think I spent
price.
$50, and I got 3 drinks the whole night.
$25 single.
Yeah, it was nuts, and like they kept doing the thing where like it's like the girls with they do the bottle service. 3 different dudes I saw get bottle service.
What's crazy with me is like those bottles
are
like
garbage
$400,
alcohol.
$500, and they're like $30 at the store.
Yeah, they're like not good alcohol either ever.
No,
it's like never good alcohol.
Like Tito's is like $35 at the store, and I feel like it's like
dude.
And that's like what you buy bottle service, like, right?
Or they buy
Canada
like the
Goose.
gold champagne.
Yeah.
Gold champagne bottles. It's normally like not real champagne. It's brute that they or it is real champagne. It's just like not very good.
Balling like crazy. No, I know.
Yeah, I saw some ballers. It was cool. I got to see some ballers.
Yeah, you go to France and you go to like a wine bar and you get French champagne and it's like $20 a bottle.
Yeah, dude, I liked seeing the ballers. It was cool to see the ballers. That and like the groups of dudes going out to get laid and just seeing them like psych one of the boys up.
Yeah.
To go dance with a girl, and then he'll dance with a girl for like 15 minutes, and then one of her friends will come and pull her. I think the problem with a lot of dudes is they don't hang out with chicks, which I know sounds obvious, but like, so they don't realize that it's like that move. They're always like, oh, the one grenade who's like always ruining your good time. It's like, no, she's helping her friend out. She is always checking with her friend to see if she wants to stay with you. If she says she wants to stay with you, she will stay with you. That has never happened. There has never been a chick to come up and just like actively try and like prevent her friend from getting laid who wants to get laid. Unless there's like a good reason she shouldn't be, like she has a boyfriend or whatever it is. But so like I saw that a bunch of times last night where it would just, and then you just see the dude. One guy came up to me, like he was talking to my friend and I went up to her just being like because I had just grabbed a drink and I came back and I was like, "Hi, motherfucker." And then I left. And then she like followed me, I guess. And then that dude came up to me later and he was like, dude, you're a good friend for your friend. You like came over to see if she was okay and she wasn't. She was creeped out by me and left. And I was like, that's not what happened. I was like, I should have done that. I was like, I should have checked on my friend, but I'm not as experienced with going out with the ladies to the clubs. Because I haven't been in clubs since I was like, at the phase of my life where I was just trying to get laid, like in college, you know what I mean? Where you're just like trying to get laid.
I want you to know that in 2016, I voted Hillary Clinton, so I too am cool with the ladies.
Yeah, also cool with the ladies.
2019, I voted Lori Lightfoot, so I too am cool with the ladies.
I want to be clear here. I'm not cool with the ladies. I don't like them. What are you doing, dude?
I broke it. Oh, well.
Did you really break it?
Well, okay. Hello.
So, you want to take a break? We're at 45. We could take a break and we can fix this and get back into. I think we just finished up my.
Why don't you just keep talking and let me see if I could fix it. I want to.
Well, because it's okay. I could keep talking. I mean, we can just take a break, dude. Okay, you fixed it. You got it, guys. Don't
Sometimes
worry.
my dick's gonna pop out. And
Yeah.
I need you to cover me, bro. Put the towel up.
Yeah, you're right. I should have been more of a bro there and just not even talked about it.
No, I look
Just
like an
ignored
idiot.
it. Why?
Well, on the video, I look like an idiot. But yeah, if you talk through it, it is crazy. Like the audio stuff, like it is such a different world. If they would have no idea, like how I was just being a weird dumbass with the mic stand.
The mic
fidgeting.
stand. I mean, you can kind of hear the movement.
You would hear the movement.
But I guess you could just take that out in the edit.
I can't take that out.
You
But
can't.
isn't it cool? You can't hear the dryer screeching. We haven't really heard it.
Is it on?
It's been on this whole time.
Oh, baby. No, I haven't heard it at all. Normally that dryer is an actual problem.
Oh, well, yeah. You want to take a break?
Well, not now, dude. We can't do that.
Well, here's what time is it?
We're at 45.
No, like time of day is it? Should have had a clock on me.
It's 2:30.
All right, cool.
We can take a break and do another 45 if you want, or we can just keep going. I don't care either way. I don't have to.
Do you want to do a second
We don't
one?
need to
I wanna
talk
get
about
out of
this
here.
on the podcast. I don't need, but I don't need to be where I'm going until like 5, so 5:30. So I got all day. If you want to do other stuff,
Well,
or I
have
could
to
just
go
go.
see-
home.
I do want to go see my mom and my grandma later.
Yeah, of course.
Should we do one more, or should we take a break and close this one out? Should we try to do a second one, or should we?
Do you want to take a break right now? I'm good to keep going. We are killing it right now.
I do have to go potty.
All right.
Let's take
Let's
a
take a
break.
break.